What up, kid?
What I be doing online, kid?
Man, you be belching and shit.
Belching?
Belching and shit, talking. I'm like, dude, you gonna sit there and tell me to be quiet, and your ass on there doing the same shit,
What else I be doing?
bro. I'm just belching, and then every time something go on, your ass be like, damn. Fuck though, you was playing games too, nigga. Just I don't understand, dog. Why run up? Why don't you just play like you play? You'll score easily. You trying to throw bombs and shit, you know, man. I'm like, this nigga, man. Y'all niggas be gambling, boy.
For me,
Yeah, you a gambler,
it
boy.
works sometimes too, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was coming through, but I'm like, this nigga crazy.
The way I play,
Yeah, your ass play reckless, boy. I mean, not really. I mean, you conservative as hell, but I mean, you know, sometimes you'll take it there though.
but if you get beat, you get beat, right?
Right,
Uh,
right. I'm about to
Lamar
put.
can score me.
Yeah.
Lamar can do nothing on me.
No, I mean, but
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a quick throw out line to Ruggs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Dickinson from the out, incomplete. That's Harris. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Dickinson going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Play action. Dickinson. He'll buy some time right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's a run to it over. The young quarterback Charles running to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Porter. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Denver.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. Dickinson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, Dickinson. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kicked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Looking to throw. Porter. He'll find his running back. It's complete.
Porter's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Porter. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bradley Chubb in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
3 and out.
Looking to throw. Porter. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on second down, Dickinson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Porter. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
K.J. Hamler, touchdown.
K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Back to throw. Dickinson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On first down, Porter. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 59 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Kicker on for the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on third and long. Dickinson. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Dickinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. They should have put a stamp on it. He takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefited?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Dickinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on 1st down. Dickinson. He's got the hook up to Rose. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Dickinson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake. Porter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Porter. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Hurts going to keep this himself. And running room him hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Corner. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates. They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st and 10, Dickinson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now
trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's fourth down.
They run for it with Harris. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Dickinson. That's into the hands of Edwards. Got a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Dickinson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off play action. Porter. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's third.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Porter. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Harris. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, Dickinson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
46.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dickinson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Dickinson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, Dickinson. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Dickinson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Dickinson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Off the play fake. Dickinson. And a slant pulled in by Ruggs. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down.
10.
Throwing again. Porter. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Broncos first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Porter. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Number 16.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Of 6. Brings up 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down. Porter. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
The guy's man complete. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.